Hi YouTube, welcome to my very first week in the life of vlog. I'm so excited to record this. I've been meaning to do it for ages. I promise they will get better, but at the moment my whole philosophy to business and life is done is better than perfect, and it's better to just get started, right? Because then I've got somewhere, a point of reference where I can start to improve from here. So I thought I would start you off with this week. It's very much focused around like the newborn baby that I just had. So if we're not yet firm friends, my name's Rebecca. I'm a mum of 6. I'm also homeschooling. I'm a business owner and all round totally oversubscribed, messy mama with ADHD and just winging life and trying to do all the things. So this is an example of my typical morning routine. So usually I will get the other little kids ready and then I will start to get myself ready. Then we do the school run. Then I have now 2 girls at home that I homeschool. So my oldest 2, that just happened this week with my second daughter. So we're just trying to find our way with this. And I love watching this video back because the baby's on the bed there whilst I'm trying to get ready first. I operate in the philosophy of like the plane thing where you have to get yourself ready first and then do the baby. Otherwise, I will just never get ready and I'll end up leaving the house in my nightie, which makes me look like a convict at this point. But yeah, we've just taken the decision to homeschool my second daughter this week, and then I'm just getting everything set up for her, putting together like all of our plans, which we'll go into in a second. As you can see, with those 2 girls now at home and the baby and my 3-year-old who only does half days, I'm pretty much never alone in this house. As you can see there, I've got my office in the corner of my bedroom currently. It's been moved from various bedrooms in the house and I've now been relegated to a corner of my room. I work for myself, which is amazing. I get the flexibility to be around for the school runs, to obviously help the girls with their homeschooling at home as well, and essentially work around the kids, which is amazing. So now that I've got my youngest homeschooling daughter all set up for the day, I'm now going to go over into my oldest daughter's room to get her set up for the day. So she is completely different to Brooke. Brooke is very academic. It's just the school environment, high school for girls, and she was in an all-girls school, is just not the right environment for her. But for my oldest daughter, she is more introverted, more creative. She's a coder, a gamer, an artist. So her homeschooling looks quite different. We do have some work that she has to do around like core subjects, so like English, maths, but she is more on the creative side. So she does a lot of artwork, a lot of coding, and she tends to stay in her room because she's got a gaming PC up there. She's got her iPad, all of her software, lots of equipment. So I tend to kind of like do the same thing. We have a little debrief in the morning. What's the plan for today? What do you need? She also does a lot of baking as well, which is quite fun. And obviously as part of our homeschooling, we also do a lot of traveling. We have days out. Obviously I've got the little ones as well, so I'm always having to get out and about with them, and the girls tend to then come with me as well, which is really nice. So they are getting that full like 360. Brooke's due to start drama lessons on a Sunday as well, which will be like 3 hours, so she will still have that social interaction. Emily still sees her friends, so it's all fine. So after I've obviously got Emily set up for the day, I'm then going to go downstairs and just do like half an hour, an hour. I like to call it like chussle, so it's like chilled hustle, because technically I'm still on maternity leave for another week. The baby's 3 weeks now. We're going to go and get her registered later for her birth registration, which is nice. And I'm going to take my youngest daughter, who's 3, to kind of, just invite her to be part of that process, because I've had to be really intentional with making sure that she doesn't get jealous about the new baby coming, because she was obviously the baby for 3 years. So we're going to do that together, which will be super fun. And then I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, so work. Oh my god, tell me you are a newborn mama who is sleep deprived without telling me. So this is why as well I'm not really doing much work right now, because I just don't have the headspace. Obviously I've got a newborn, I've got 6 kids, lots going on at home, other creative projects, homeschooling as well as then working as well. So I'm really lucky. I've got a friend that is picking up the call for one of my community groups today, so I don't need to do it. But I am going to do just an hour's worth of work, just like going through my emails, catching up on a couple of things that I wanted to do, like writing it down so that I'm still kind of touching base and not missing anything important. I think I've got some accounts to submit as well. I mean, honestly, how the hell am I going to do that right now? I can't even get my shopping list together properly, let alone filing accounts. I do have an accountant, so thank God they'll be checking it over. But this is why I have my own business, so that I've got the freedom and the flexibility to still be really present for the kids, which I absolutely love. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. The baby's asleep, she's gone down for a nap, so it's always like the nap time hustle. But if she wakes up, she wakes up. So I haven't really got anything that's super urgent, and I like to get these little pockets of time throughout the day to do work anyway. But not all the time, that's the thing. Otherwise, what's the point? You might as well have a job. I like, at the moment, I think I've still got a lot of healing to do from my labour, from my pregnancy, still got a lot of pain. So I don't want to push myself to do too much right now. And I think that's important as a woman, to give yourself that freedom and space so you don't need to. So this is Amelie. As you can see, very different vibe to Brooke, not quite as structured. That's clay water apparently. It looks disgusting, to keep her clay dry. So she is starting the day with some drawing, and I am going to leave her to it because half the stuff she's doing, I don't know even what it is. We don't speak the same language when it comes to coding and Japanese anime. Just got back from the school run. It is so cold this morning, I can't bear it. So yeah, our school run is actually not too bad. I've got 3 that are at mainstream school, and then 3 that are not at school. So 2 are homeschooled, and 1 is obviously a baby, so she's not at school yet. So actually it's not too bad. I used to have to do 5 school runs a day. That felt quite a lot. Now it's only 3 because my teenager is at home, so that really helps. We had a very heated game of the mini game, which was quite stressful, always then results in tears, but other than that, not too bad. And then we ended the week with a newborn hearing test at the hospital.